Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking the episode out this week. And kind of a victory, kind of a sad farewell last time.
On Critical
Hit.
Nope, we're gonna get taken down. Better stop. Rodrigo, why don't we pick up our adventures and see what happens after?
Right. So what's been going on?
Hey, we took down a pillar! Hooray!
We punched some ghosts so hard that one of us ceased to exist.
Oh.
Not really. He just got bound to the pillar, like has happened with others,
Oh.
and the pillar exploded in weird amber goo.
Oh.
Yeah, he got like glued to the pillar.
And we finally got to meet the goat.
Yeah, we rode the goat.
We've been wanting to meet the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely like, what's going to make this seem like a real victory? And I was like, I bet if I just hold off on the goat until the end, that's what will push it over.
Yep.
Jumbo-sized 01.
Into historical levels of victory.
Awesomitude, if you will.
All right, so Albrecht, using his gourd, did in fact take down the pillar, and the gourd did in fact react by creating just probably millions of gallons of an amber substance that is not quite as watery as water. It's got a little goopiness to it that is magic in some way. It zapped those goopy wraiths pretty good, and the snake wolves as well. So after some goodbyes, the party is taken back to the Standing Stone Island. Essentially disembarks, get on their longboat, and can get back onto the Regent. That since this stuff seems to be plentiful and they haven't figured out what it is, and maybe you guys will have some luck, the dwarves are also sending you guys with a couple drums of it. See if you guys can figure out what to do with it.
Sweet, sweet ambergris.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make perfume out of it.
We might dump it on some ghosts later.
Yeah, at the very least, that works.
Oh yeah, we do have a gift for our resident ghost, at least.
Got to upgrade.
Just warn them about the barrels.
Don't
Don't
dip
swim.
the little shoe in. Yeah, don't dip the little shoe in the barrel.
Oh, too soon.
It will always be too soon for that joke. That's heartbreaking.
I know.
Now I'm sad.
I feel bad about being the first one to start dropping references in the middle of this. So let's move on.
About the sweet, sweet ambergris.
And also,
It's
there's
still
a whole
there.
Hulk sad
Oh,
theme
that's
earlier.
true. That's true. Thanks, Fry. So you guys, are able to somehow get back onto your own ship with a couple barrels of this stuff, and are now able to move around and stuff. Oh yes. Also, please recall that 7 Owls Wise has like all of his ribs broken and needs
a week of rest.
more than
rest.
more than an extended rest.
He goes and grabs some alcohol and disappears from view.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It's like a concussion. You're not allowed to go to sleep or get really drunk with broken ribs.
He didn't say he was going to go to sleep.
But option B.
I don't know. He certainly does not look to be in the best of shape or in the best of spirits. Maybe the spirits in this bottle will help him out.
I knew it was coming.
So he's
and
trying to lift his
I let
spirits?
myself believe.
Left arm and right arm, Rob.
So we're back on the ship.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
With the barrels of Slorg.
What is our ghost ninja's name?
Solid.
Yep.
I'm a call for him.
There is no response.
Drumstick.
Hi, welcome back.
Thanks. Where's where's Salath's fetter?
I hate it,
Can you can you get it back for us?
but I hate it so well.
Why did you hide it?
Because we asked her to.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you told me to.
We told her to keep it safe.
Where's Albrecht?
He won't be
You
joining
remember
us.
what happened with Zanam?
Yeah.
Well, it was Albrecht's turn.
Oh, that's sad.
All right. Well, how about I will look for it for an hour, and if I can't find it, you'll show it to me.
That sounds fun.
I'll play
I'll
hide or
help.
seek the fetter.
What does everybody else do?
Help.
Trying to decide whether I'd actually be any help.
Well, Seven Owls Wise is in his cabin, contemplating the loss of his friend. Yet another
Okay.
person close to him.
Dallin is trying to do the exact opposite.
Okay.
Are we actually going to set off, or are we going to stay while we do this?
I'm going to guess that there's still, aren't there Gith and stuff on the waters still, or not? Or were they all wiped away?
I don't know that we want to leave before we find the fetter.
Oh, okay.
We might also want to take some time while we're docked to let Seven rest, so that we don't go to another island without, while he's still recuperating.
Do we have that kind of time?
It's hard to say. Time is broken.
Can we risk not taking the time?
Yeah, exactly. If we rush in and Seven gets hit badly and dies, I think we're going to regret it.
Besides, maybe we can spend the time rescuing Master Orm.
Hmm.
I don't really have any fresh ideas on that front.
If we've got a little time, I can at least try and use the... Does the Eventide have a library of any sort or anything like that?
Not really. It has a lab, and there might be some books in
Yeah.
there that you guys have gathered.
I knew there was something. So yeah, first, find the fetter. Second, gift Salath the armor.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody who's looking for the fetter can give me an insight check.
I would like to just
Yeah.
assist Sparkle on this.
Okay.
If that would be okay.
Oh, that was an embarrassing roll.
Oh, it was.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but you get a big +2 on it.
Hey! Mine was right in the middle, so it's fine.
So an entire hour does in fact go by.
All right. Well,
That-
thank you, everyone, for checking us out. Wait. Virtual hour.
Yes. Before your little gray fox comes trotting out with the fetter in her mouth.
Well, you did hide it very well.
I know I'm good at this. I got some
Well-
help from the ghost.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. I'll take the fetter.
Okay.
Salath,
Salath appears.
how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Mission successful, I take it.
Indeed. And we've got a little something for you.
Oh, yes?
Dallin will pull out the armor. Enchanted ghost armor.
Oh. That's nice. He picks it up and looks at it. I'll put it in the armory and maybe try it on later.
Okay.
Whatever suits you.
Any of your other disciples while we've been gone?
I've heard some things. What do you want to know?
Oh, just I guess try and decide where we go next. I mean, we're thinking of the Sage's Rectory.
The Sage's Rectory right now is not very far from here, but the way this ship travels, I suppose that doesn't matter.
Not particularly.
As far as either the Sage's Rectory or Snapstab, I still have not been able to get anybody in there. I've been spending some time trying to move some people into the places where you've already been, so that we can at least communicate with those in those areas.
Seems
That's
wise.
a good idea. I don't suppose you know anything about, I don't know, crystals used to trap Eladrin? We found Aurum, but we can't figure out how to get him out.
Right. No, I'm afraid that is not within my realm of expertise. But if that is what you are concerned about, I suppose you might be able to find something in the Sage's Rectory, assuming no cataclysmic event has destroyed all of their books.
That would be horribly tragic if the library was destroyed. And I don't know. I mean, given what we, I suppose, know of Asmodeus, he'd be more likely to move or hoard the knowledge than he would to just destroy it all.
Agreed.
Well, then I'd say let's try to take some time to get 7 recovered and head there.
Very well. I'll let you know if I find any other information.
Thank you.
He disappears.
I'm gonna see if I can't figure anything out in the lab.
Sounds good.
And I'll head down to the lab.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
I have no idea.
I guess, have we had a chance to rest yet since all this happened?
Nope. You it's been an hour since you've been on the ship. The ship is still essentially docked at this island. So you guys are just kind of sitting there, or have been sitting there for a little over an hour.
I'll say, I mean, I can keep watch for a bit if everyone else wants to start getting some sleep.
Has it been a long time since we rested last? I don't even know.
Yes, it has been a very long time.
17 days.
Well, I mean, we didn't have a long
Kind of.
rest between the, epic skill challenge of Dwarf Wars and that fight.
Yep, it's true. You guys really haven't gotten a good night's sleep in quite some time. And if you consider each one of those rolls was between 1 and 7 days, it's been a very, very long time.
That's probably why Sakar can't think straight. All right, Sakar, she'll go and rest, trying to figure out what
Okay.
this weird tingling feeling is.
So Zakar's going to go get some sleep.
Yes.
Dalin's going to go to the lab.
Yarp.
What's Little Sparkle doing?
I'll get up onto the deck and kind of keep lookout.
And what's Seven Owls doing?
Seven Owls is in his room, lying down on his bed, and he's kind of muttering to himself, you can't really tell if he's talking to himself, if he's talking to some imaginary person in the room, or if he's praying. But you can tell that this is, very emotional, heartfelt stuff that he is pouring out as he's talking. We don't know what he's saying, though. And he starts to pick at his robes because, they still have that amber goop on them. And he pulls them off and notices that they kind of harden up into these little balls. So he's just kind of peering at those. And then he's also opens up his other hand and he finds a piece of stone that he doesn't know how it got in there, but it's obviously a piece of stone from one of those from one of the dwarf stone statues. Yeah. And so he's just kind of looking at that and muttering something to who we don't know. And he looks pretty sad and he looks pretty beat up. But the gourd of alcohol is still corked on the table next to the bed.
Mm.
Well, that goes on for a while. Dalin is very much at preliminary stages of research, so he doesn't really find out much in the first few hours. After a few hours, Little Sparkle sees the dwarves that brought him here. They post a couple people at the island, but then the ship sails back.
I'll wave to the people who are now standing guard.
Yeah, there's only a couple of them, and they're walking around the island, so you only see them very sporadically. They really don't expect this to be a target.
Sure.
It's pretty hidden. And
enough.
the prior invading force didn't know anything about it, so they're not too worried about it.
Then if they've got eyes on this place, I'll go get some rest myself.
All right, you guys are able to rest up. Eventually, Dalin can just meditate while he reads, and you guys are able to get a full rest.
Yay.
That is good.
All right, so what do you guys do roughly 6-ish hours later?
Well, Seven Owls still is needing to recover. Maybe now
Yep.
his breathing sounds more like wheezing.
Wheezing?
Yeah, because of his broken ribs.
Ugh. All right, definitely. Gonna wake up, get out of bed, gonna try and figure out what the glow in the corner is.
Okay.
Because that should not be doing that, and that armor was not doing that before. Now I'm gonna figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah, it's definitely looking weird. It's pretty much bleached from being immersed in the goop. And now it's just kind of doing weird stuff.
I'm gonna use my nature powers to
Mhm.
divine the nature of its nature.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Unfortunately, not particularly good ones. 31 for a nature check.
31 is not terrible.
It is
you're
when your
pretty sure
bonus
that
is a 25.
you're pretty sure that whatever is happening is not going to be detrimental to your health.
And it has the added benefit of making what was mismatched armor actually look like it goes together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that on.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it
Gonna-
fits just fine. Maybe tingles a little bit, but not for very long.
Doesn't seem to be glowing really anymore, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I shall go up to the top of the ship and see if anyone else is around.
Is anyone else up there?
Dolan will actually be going to check on 7Ls once he decides he needs to take a break from trying to rescue Master Orm.
You can find him at his cabin.
Knock, knock.
Who is it?
This is Dolan.
Who?
Dolan.
Oh, right, Dolan. Come in. I need your help.
I'll step on in.
And Seven's got his top down, and you can see just the whole right side of his body is just one giant purple bruise. It looks pretty swelled. It looks pretty bad. And he's trying to take some wrapping to bind his ribs into place. I need your help to wrap myself up.
Do we need to set those?
And when we bind the wrapping, it'll keep them in place.
Okay. Dolan will do as instructed.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Don.
Of course.
Was there something that you needed?
If you want, you can try and help with the crystal research.
Crystal research?
I'm trying to save Master Orm.
Oh, right. I think I just need to rest a little while. Build my strength back up.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Good luck with your research in rescuing your friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did a good job. His ribs will stay in place, and hopefully the healing will begin.
Get some more rest.
Thank you.
Dolan will head on out.
Okay. What's little Sparkle doing?
I'll, take while we're chilling here, time to check in with the Whisper Mad, see if there's anything interesting or anything I can help with or anything that sounds pressing that is nearby.
Nothing that's directly related to anything you're doing, but there's always people are always complaining about things, which is probably the way that they ask for advice. So you can spend some time communing with other were-rats to maintain your clout in the swarm. I don't know. What do you call a group of rats?
Gross.
Disgusting. Gross.
Parliament.
That's a really good question.
Apparently, the collective noun is mischief of rats.
Well, that's actually
There you go.
great.
That's much better. Let's go with that.
There you go. Trying to keep your place in the mischief.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's my civic duty, given how much time they spent on my project. So I will definitely do that for a while.
So Dalin goes topside and sees Sakar up there. Sakar's armor has now been pretty much totally bleached.
It's pretty cool looking too. Just saying. Sometimes you got cool looking armor.
Yes, it does. It looks totally rad.
Totally rad, dudes.
I see you're embracing your new armor.
Well, whatever that sap was seems to have had some interesting effects. It's probably for the best that we didn't spend too much time soaking in it.
Yeah.
Have you checked on 7Ls?
Yeah. He's not healing.
And how much has he had to drink?
I don't know that he's had anything to drink.
Really?
And I'm not entirely certain if that worries me more or less.
Well, it remains to be seen. At the very least, I suppose if we've been concerned about his drinking and it's going to be lessening, call it a net win. Any luck with the gem?
Nothing. Haven't made any sort of breakthrough. The research. What we have here isn't enough.
Hmm. And you're not aware of any precedents or anything even similar?
Nothing that stands out, no.
That is unnerving.
There is a which way is the right side of the ship if you're facing forward? Port?
Opposite
Port is
stern.
left.
50-50. So on the
Starboard.
starboard side.
Yeah. Port and left have the same number of letters, is how you remember it.
As
Yeah.
do right and stern.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Well, stern and right aren't the same thing, though. Starboard and right are the same thing.
Starboard
Stern and
and right.
back are the same thing.
All right.
Nonetheless,
So now that we've
we're with-
established that between the 5 of us, or between the 6 of us, we can come up with one ship term.
Bulkhead.
We had 3 in there.
That's
We
There
corrected
is-
one of them.
yeah, but at least one of those was incorrect. So yeah.
that kind of
all
that's
right. It
negative
averages out
points,
to
right?
1.5.
yeah. Portico.
So
That's a boat thing, right?
So off of starboard, there is a shimmer in the air, and suddenly a ship is there. It is moving very fast towards you, and in fact, this is a large astral ship. And in fact, when it appears, it's only a handful of yards away, giving Dalin and Sakar really only enough moments to brace themselves, at which point it just rams headlong into you, dropping a big metal sort of platform looking thing with kind of these big hooks on the end to hook onto your ship, as 3 humanoids leap off of it as it slams into the ship, knocking it around a bit. They are armed and hostile looking.
Oh, lovely. It's a good thing I have some swords for them.
Yeah. Initiative for 7 Ls wise.
32.
Dalin.
27.
Little Sparkle.
38.
Sakar.
36.
Put Sakar over here. We'll put Sakar and Dalin over here because they were probably by the helm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Makes sense.
can you all see the battlefield here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yarp.
So this orange thing is the Regent.
Nah.
That's your ship.
Okay.
So this, I don't know, syringe-looking guy is what I'm talking about.
Looks like a little 8-bit guitar.
Or
Yeah.
I guess if you like flip over the Frederator robot or something. This rectangle up here is the other ship. These things down here are the hooks, which you can actually walk over. I just didn't want to make them actual rectangle-y parts of the map, because last time I added a rectangle to a ship in the background layer, it just stuck there, and then it just became part of it, and then I couldn't remove it. So
That ship was funny shaped forever.
yep, that ship had a rectangle sticking out of it from there on out. So this guy, jump down here, is a tiefling. He's wearing some steel armor and is carrying a big battle axe.
That's Axmark.
That's Axmark, yes. These 2 are halflings. Well, Slasher is a lady halfling. Ripper is a boy halfling. And they have, they're wearing leather armor, and each of them has a pair of short swords. This guy back here, or this lady back here, is a Kenku, but kind of a raven-looking Kenku, and is
Basic.
wearing, yes, standard Kenku, wearing some kind of dark purpley robes. And when these guys slam into your ship ever so rudely and jump and board you, the halflings shout, or one of them shouts, "Surrender the starfish, and only very little harm will come to you." And we're fighting. Right now, Little Sparkle and 7 Ls Wise are below deck. That's why they're floating out here in the sea. They are not, in fact, out in the sea, but we'll place you when your initiative rolls around.
Cute.
All right. Any other questions?
Is that a aura around the wizard?
That is an aura around the wizard,
Okay.
But we don't know what.
but you don't know what.
Hopefully, it's just a
Whatever.
minty fresh scent.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm sure it's an
Pleasant.
aura that helps you guys.
Yeah, it's the
Oh, nice.
Cleaning
Thanks,
s-
Rodrigo.
So top of the round, I guess Kenku are very fast. So
We sure are.
the wizard guy is going to, wizard lady is going to lift up her arms or point him towards in the general direction of Dalin and Sakar, and some bright red energy is going to shoot out of them at both of them.
I got something.
So that's going to be a 48 versus reflex against both of you.
48 versus reflex. That does hit Sakar. I was gonna sing it does not hit Sakar, but
I miss Albrecht.
it was only off by 1 or 2 or 11. It's hard to say.
It was
Okay.
within Albrecht's protective.
So that hits Dalin.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
You are each surrounded by an aura of red energy and are now taking 50 ongoing fire damage.
Ow!
But am I?
We'll see when your turn rolls around. Yes, save ends.
Right.
It's going to take
Ooh.
us to Little Sparkle. Who's going to
hold on.
pop out. Okay.
I might have an immediate.
Okay.
So I'm hit by an attack that deals blah 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 blah. Fire damage is in there. Does this trigger that? Can this trigger that?
What is it? Read it to me.
You are hit by an attack that deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, radiant, or thunder damage. Effect, you gain resistance equal to 10 plus your intelligence mod to set.
I'll allow it.
Yay! I'm gonna trigger Cerulean Shield.
Cool. Was that a psychic attack? Because I could do something cool.
No,
It was
that's
fire.
a straight up magic fire attack.
So, yeah, I have 17 resistance to fire.
Okay.
Right, that was the damage type.
Yep,
And
that is a
then
damage type.
until the end of my next turn, any enemy that starts its turn adjacent to me takes damage of the triggering attack's damage types. The damage equals to the resistance I gain from this power, and I can sustain this as a minor action. Because
Okay.
Cerulean Shield is dope.
Remind me of that as we go.
I will try. I will put
Okay.
some sort of thingy on Dalin.
And then this wizard mercenary is going to, as Little Sparkle runs up on deck, is going to close her eyes and hold up her hands and whisper something, and a circle of energy will appear on the deck. And from it will appear a very large, bluish, white-skinned man, arms crossed, head bald, goatee, and a tempestuous winds will pick up around him. And the guy is large, so he's 10 feet tall.
Yikes.
Does he scream about this neck pain that he has?
Yes.
He does not. He his eyes are glowing, and he appears to be under some sort of control. And now it's to Little Sparkle. Let me see what happens if you start your turn in that thing. Beep boop boop beep boop. Creature that starts its turn. You take 10 cold damage,
Okay.
and that's it.
I'm gonna get out of there. So I am going to run over to 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull out her dagger, and then dazing double shot both the mercs as she goes.
Okay.
So I've got combat advantage against both of them because they haven't acted yet. Nice roll, me. Are these guys? I assume that a 38 is going to miss AC.
It is gonna miss AC.
All right. Are they higher level than me?
What level are you now?
30 or not 36. 26.
They are higher level than you.
All right. Then I will use Peerless Predator to reroll the attack.
Okay, so you get to reroll on one of them.
Yeah. Okay. I'll reroll on Ripper Merc.
Okay.
Wow. That's a nat one. Cool.
I guess that aura
All
was
right.
colder than we thought.
Yeah, seriously. All right, then I will low slash Ripper Merc.
That's a minor action, right?
Yeah, it's a minor action, not swift
Okay.
action. That doesn't exist in this edition. So she'll go wide and then try to at least recover and go down on with a slash for
Okay.
46 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Hey, that's something. All right, actually that's versus ref if that matters.
Still hits.
It's gonna be 39 damage, and I will slide him to like that little far corner, and he is then slowed until the end of my next turn.
Do we want to slide him to the corner?
Where would you rather slide him?
Just up. That way Sakar can get above you and be able to mark both of
Mark both of them. Sure, works for
them.
me.
Yeah.
Going over to that axe guy. He's gonna run over here and try to take a hack at Little Sparkle.
Get out of here, Tiefling. I'm going to run away.
Okay.
So I will use my thing. Acrobat's Escape. So target is immobilized until the start of its next turn, and then I'm going to shift up to my Dex mod to a square that is not adjacent to the target. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 behind Sakar.
And that's that. This guy doesn't even have a ranged attack.
Sweet.
Yay.
That's gonna take us to Sakar.
All right. Well, since Little Sparkle came back here, Car figures it's only safe to go back the other way. So as she retreats, he goes
before
forward.
you do that, you want to give me a save against fire damage?
Oh yeah, I do that at the beginning of my turn.
Mhm.
Because of my powers as a warden cater. That's a
good to be
4.
warden.
Take 50 fire, please.
Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have
You
to
resist
do something
fire,
about
right?
that fire. Not currently. I will here in a second.
Oh.
As I burst into flame. Well,
Okay.
more flame than before. Previously, he was just a guy on fire. Now he's like an 8-foot tall, roiling mass of flesh and burning hair and skin and grossness, but scary as hell. And on fire with fire resistance. Hooray.
Hooray.
Now, what was I saying? Yes. Now I'm going to go and attack them.
Okay.
I'm going to attack their face. So I have the ability to put them where I want to be, or where I want them to be, I suppose, sort of, kind of. Yes.
I was gonna say, like, right there seems reasonable anyway.
So as Sparkle comes by, Sakar goes by, says ow, catches fire again, and lands with a Warden's Lure.
Okay.
Now the effect says I can pull each target 3 squares to a square adjacent to me. If they're already adjacent to me, must I pull them?
You can't. So it doesn't stop the power from working because it's
That's
always
what I wanted to
optional.
make sure of.
So
Okay.
yeah, you can just
It's-
skip that part.
What's the range?
Each enemy you can see in a close burst 4.
So that might not be the best position for you then.
You think if I moved over here, I could catch the wizard as well?
Actually, you catch the wizard where you're at. 1, 2,
Do I?
3, 4. Yeah, the wizard is within 4 where you're at, so you might be able to pull it off the ship. The other thing was you could move here,
Mm-hmm.
at which point I think you might be able to pull the djinn, or maybe here to pull the djinn.
I should be able to pull the djinn where I am if he's here.
The problem is you can't pull him into a space that's adjacent to you because all the spaces that he could go to are currently occupied.
Question. If I actually leap to the other ship, would I be able to pull creatures to that ship, to a square adjacent to me, or does the intervening lack of supportive space negate that power?
You can try and pull them, but they get a saving throw. So you start getting into a numbers game because any of
Right.
them that save are just not going to be in range of your power. The move is going to stop.
They get a
you
saving
could
throw
potentially
because of
just
the
pull
lack
them
of
into the
ground?
astral sea and do a bucket of damage to them. But I will also say that if there's a way for them to safely be pulled there, they can go in that direction. So if you went here and you could have one of them here and one of them here, you wouldn't necessarily be able to pull them through. I mean, you could attempt it, but then what I'm saying is if there's a way to get them there safely, that might actually be more helpful.
So where I am, I can pull the wizard mercenary.
Yes.
To here or a space adjacent to me.
Yep.
Okay. And if I go over here and try to do something schmancy, I may not be able to pull these three guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think probably the smarter move would be to pull the wizard merc and just smack them all in the face.
Okay. So he's going to move one over and then make a save. And he does not save.
Cool.
So he is pulled into the astral sea. And then as he hits the sea, the astral sea, manages to right himself and then just kind of just hits it like it's made, it just seems like the astral sea is just made out of rubber. It just goes like dunk under his feet, and he just kind of, or she just kind of lands trying to like sort of get her footing as she stands on top of the actual astral sea.
Well, that's weird. All right.
Well, that's just not fair.
Yep.
That is not
the halfling that you're probably about to hit in the face says, "Potion of astral resistance. Never leave the ship without it."
All right, I hit him in the face.
Okay.
Actually, if I understand my power correctly, each enemy I see in burst means all the enemies on the field, right? With a burst 4?
Yes. Within a burst 4, yeah.
So I can hit everything, basically.
You can hit all the enemies adjacent, right?
Let's see. Pull each target 3 squares to a square adjacent to you. Make the following attack, close burst 4. But I'm not sure if the attack is a close. It says range each enemy you can see in burst.
Okay. Let me
the
just
burst
double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've never actually
Because
tried that.
that would be weird if it first has you pull them and then you could hit them anyway.
Right.
But let's
See,
double
that's
check. What is it called?
Warden's Lure.
I think it does. It pulls them in so that you can hit them. Like I think it's a really good power.
You pull each target 3 squares to square adjacent to you, then make the following attack. Attack strength versus AC. Oh yeah. So, yeah, you pull each target 3 squares to a square adjacent to you, then make the following attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the ones that end up adjacent to you.
So the each enemy you can see in burst is the power rather than the attack.
It's the effect, yeah.
The effect. Okay. So I cannot pull the djinn to me at this point. Is that correct?
Yes. You cannot pull them to a square adjacent to you.
Now, when you say pull, could I pull this guy up 1 and this guy up 1 and pull the djinn under him to where they're all adjacent to me, or is that cheating?
A pull is a move that moves or whoever 1 square closer to you.
Right.
Since
so if
they would not be closer to you,
right,
that does not work as a pull.
This is so complicated. I remember the days when I could just hit things with an axe, and I still complained that was too complicated. So I get to attack 3 of them.
Yep.
Is this correct? Okay, I'm going to attack 3 of them. I'm going to attack their ugly, ugly faces.
Okay.
And it actually is going to be, he says something snide, and I'm going to just chunk him right in the head. With a blade, and 50 versus AC.
I think that's going to hit everybody.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep, that hits all of them.
All right. I'm going to... I would like to savor the black blood. Aha!
Okay.
Each target will take an additional 10 extra damage. Haha! Isn't that awesome? I thought that was awesome.
Each of them will take extra damage?
According
no. The
they all
target. So you get to pick
They'll all
one
be
to
outside.
take an extra 10 damage.
Well, the one who takes the extra 10 damage is the one who said something snotty.
Okay. That'll
So,
be
Ripper,
Slasher.
Slasher. All right.
So go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll add 10 to that guy.
See, you never let me use my powers in the ways that would be the most awesome. All right,
What are
so
you
we're
talking
looking
about?
at 2d8 plus 18. You know, the ways that would give me the most damage and allow me to cheat
The
and
ways
break
that
the rules
where
of the
you
game.
would win.
Right. Duh.
Sorry.
All right,
yes.
so
You're right.
You're-
I won't.
You won't let me do that. All right, so
No, I'm
actually,
bad.
there's still one more thing here that I'm hoping will actually work.
Okay.
33 damage for Ripper and Axe, 43 damage for Slasher, and I get to slide the target 1 square.
Okay.
So I'd like to slide Ripper and Slasher into the ocean.
That's from the Warden's Lure.
Yes. Each target 3 squares to a square adjacent to you. Make the following attack. If you hit, 2 weapon plus 18 fire. I think that's right.
Okay.
Yes. And you slide the target 1 square. So if I'm reading that correctly, each target that I hit is being slid. Slided?
Yep.
Okay. So I would literally like to see if I can push Ripper and Slasher into the drink.
I mean, it's probably not that as good as you think it's going to be, considering I'm guessing they all have these bouncy potions.
That's fine.
So Ripper,
I'm not
like,
saying it's going to be anything. It's just
where?
a thing. Yes.
We got a couple of suggestions before you go shoving people off the boat.
All right.
One, I think it actually would hit the. It's an encounter power, is it not?
It is an encounter power.
I think it might actually hit the Jinn. I think the whole moving things around is for the Warden to be able to attempt to mark everything, because he can only mark whatever is adjacent to him, if that makes sense.
if he can't pull him to a square that's adjacent to him, then the power doesn't work on it.
Oh, is that actually how it read?
That's how we've been running it.
You pull each target to the square, then make the following attack.
Because and I might be misremembering things at this point, but I thought Torque had something similar that actually says you can only attack them if they're adjacent.
That would be the come and get it, I think, that got nerfed.
Yeah, that you might be right about that. We can apply the attacks to the other two then.
Okay, so 33 damage for them.
What was the roll to hit?
It was a 50 versus AC.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna hit both of them.
Oh, cool.
How much damage did you say?
33 for everyone but Slasher.
That's fire damage, right?
Yes.
No?
Oh, yep.
Yes.
Yep, fire damage.
Fire damage. 2 weapon plus 18.
And then instead of shoving them off the boat, which
Mhm.
normally would be our best tactic, appears to be less effective in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Keep as many of them as possible adjacent to you so you can mark them,
Okay.
including dragging the wizard back up onto the boat.
So I can mark her as well?
Yep.
Why not?
And then you said it was a slide?
It is a slide, yeah.
Right. And I believe when you were talking about the damage the Jinn does, it deals it to any creature that starts within its aura, right, Rodrigo?
Let me check.
Brutal.
I hope it does.
Yep, it does.
All right.
Yes!
It's a slide 1, right, Matthew?
Yes, so slide 1.
So just slide the Jinn up 1.
Okay.
Ooh,
Let me ask you.
And
actually-
the wizard over here.
a wizard there.
What if...
Actually, go ahead and put me within the.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we slide it actually one diagonal, it'll hit you and me, but
We can
it'll hit
slide
more of them.
Slasher down to below you and Ripper to where Slasher is, and everybody is within the aura.
Right. So if we put the corner of the aura right there, like there, boosh.
Yep. And then we can just kind of shuffle everybody around you a little bit.
We
Put as many of them in the aura as possible.
Yep, literally do the puzzle thing where move Slasher under Sakaar, then everybody else down, and then, well, we wouldn't be able to get everybody, would we, on one slide? Yeah, we would.
We can't get the wizard
can
in there,
slide them
but we can
diagonally.
move the Merc below you, or the axe below you, Slasher down one, and Ripper to your left.
You want to do that?
I think so. I think that will damage them with their own petard.
They probably all have 50 resist cold damage.
I'm sure they do. People just walk out of the boat with that. It's awesome.
Oh, they do
But-
have a bunch of resist to cold.
It's fine. We'll make it
Because
work.
Astral Sea is cold and radiant, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it work. In a worst case scenario, we did something awesome that didn't work, which is like the story of this group. So,
You're right.
What
a
else?
worst case. All right. So, doodly. I had to move. Lit myself on fire was a minor. The attack was standard.
Free action.
If
You have a free action.
I used a free action actually. That's how I added the additional damage to Goober Boy. Well, that's
You
no
have the
action.
free actions you want.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can take another free action if you want.
Oh, I don't know if I have another free action.
You have a very
You do.
specific free
You do.
action that the warden does.
It's called marking. Mark,
all these
mark,
duders are
mark,
marked.
mark.
Shut up. I'm
I,
with you.
I was gonna lead him there eventually.
Yeah,
I was
got
actually
impatient.
planning to do that, but you were giving me a hint about free actions, and I'm like really distracted by the fact that
Sure,
that wizard
sure.
sounds like a cat. It's like freaking
The
me out.
rare. It's it's using his Kenku ability, or she's using her Kenku ability.
Yep, she has the Kenku power to annoy everyone.
All right. So
She's
what
singing
I
else?
the
feel
song of her
personally
feet.
attacked.
Life
think you
sucks. Get a
should.
helmet, I guess. Hang on. Let me check on the thing. I don't have a thing. I don't have another thing.
Man, if you only had an action point you could use with some other power with all these guys right next to you.
That's what I'm looking. I don't think I have another. My God, I do. Oh my God, I do.
Oh, really?
I'm on fire.
Oh, you have the power
Some
from
form
your
of summer fire attack is a close burst too.
everything's
Oh
within
my
a close
God.
burst too.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. Yes, I am definitely going to use my action point. Thank you, 7L, Stephen. And I would like to use my action point and attack them with the form of summer fire since I am on fire.
Okay.
Wow, that was such fun. All right, so this would be a perfect time for a nat 20, kids.
Well, you got a 20 in
What?
your roll. Total
What
is
in the-
it
what?
20?
It's
Okay,
all right.
So what?
It's all
what'd
right.
you get?
I got a 22 versus AC.
That's not gonna hit any of them.
And on a miss, I do half damage.
Okay, roll it.
I don't like any of these people. They are bad, and they are also bad. This is also fire damage, 15.
Okay.
Love it if that killed somebody, but I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
Seems unlikely.
Well, we bloodied somebody.
Yeah.
Two somebody's probably.
I'm reasonably certain the Jin and maybe the Axe Merc are the only ones that aren't bloodied at this point.
Hard to say.
Let's see. Slasher is bloodied. Ripper is bloodied, and that's it.
Wizard is not bloodied.
Not yet.
Bar looks pretty bloody.
Oh, she right there.
Man, if I hadn't missed on that, we would have bloodied her. Oh well. But you know what they say about life and the helmet. All right, so that is, I think, literally everything I can ever do in a round.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that
that would be Cigar. And they're all marked.
Yep.
So any attacks
All right.
they make on anyone else will provoke an attack from me, theoretically.
7 Owls Wise walks out into a windstorm.
Albrecht, what's going on here? Question.
Mhm.
Have I had enough rest to where I don't start bloodied?
No.
All right.
Mm.
So I am still bloodied.
Yes.
Okay. So do I take damage from starting my turn inside this vortex?
Yep. Take 10 cold.
All right. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look around and see this giant Jin standing there and just be like, oh boy. Next thing I'm going to do is run around behind Dalin and slide right up next to this guy holding an axe threateningly at Sakar.
Okay.
As I slide to a stop, the camera does a slow pan up. You notice that the bottom of 7 Owls Wise's robes are kind of like tattered, like he's been picking at the string, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as we continue to move up, we notice around one of his arms is like a braid, which he's taken, like he's literally pulled apart his robe to braid some, like a string, a rope. And inside that are, every so often spaced, are these little hardened balls of the amber resin stuff that we picked up from Albrecht. And at the very end of that is the stone tied up. So he's kind of got like some prayer beads that he has created.
Right.
And he's holding it in his hand, and he's like, this is the wrong day to come on this ship. And I'm going to put an Oath of Enmity on Axmerk.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smash him in the head with my lethal intercession.
Nice.
All right.
Violence.
Now this is, because I'm right next to him, I get to do, is this the one that lets me roll twice? 2d20.
Yeah, you roll 2d. Yeah, you roll
Okay,
2d20, keep 1.
And then I'm going to throw in, or it's now part of my power, my Steadfast Stone Key Focused Monk Unarmed Strike, which will add a little bit onto this. Pow! 44 versus AC.
Nice.
44. I will hit.
Okay, so first of all, make note of this. A -2 penalty attack rolls. The target takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls until the end of your next turn. So he's at a -2. Then for the damage, he's going to take 3d10 plus 22. He's going to take 41 damage.
That's going to bloody him.
Yes. Blood face.
And then as I look around and see our numbers versus their numbers, I'm just going to say, man, I wish we had some other help here.
It's almost like we're down a party member.
Yeah.
And leader, too. It's rough.
Yeah, it's super rough.
And that's
what
it.
else?
That's it. Well, let's see. No, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead, since I have 2 of them still. I'm just going to go ahead and attack this guy again. This time... Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit him with my overwhelming strike. 49 versus... Oh, that's a nat 20, so he takes maximum damage.
Nice.
Oh, and also
Plus,
because this guy is in... This is my first... punch attacks deal an additional 1 weapon during my first round of combat. So the total damage... I guess I should have added some extra damage onto the guy before.
it's okay. You can add it now.
Yeah. So he's going to take 42 damage from the base of the attack. That's the max damage. And then 1 weapon damage. How much is that?
You just add that. That also gets maximized.
So that's 52. And then if we add in from the first attack, that'd be 62 damage total.
Well, from the first attack, you would have to roll it.
Oh, okay.
Because you didn't crit that one.
Oh, okay. So he'd taken so what did I say? I was up to 52 plus 3 is 55 damage?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, does his head not fly off into the water?
It does not.
Oh, man. Oh, man. He's like got 1 hit point left. This guy.
I think Axmerk is a girl, but even so.
No, Axmerk is a guy.
This guy.
Axmerk is a girl.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just remember, Axmerk is in the field, so.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's just the dice roll of the action, and that was a nat 20.
Trying to squeeze out more damage?
I am, because, I come into the battle bloodied. When you get bloodied, you get a +5 bonus to your next attack. That's just a bonus. That doesn't add to that. That doesn't add to the damage.
Right.
No, I don't think I have anything else that can squeeze out like 1 or 2 more points of damage. Urgh. Okay, well.
It's okay. I don't think this guy's going to make it to his turn.
Nope. So I'm done. And fortunately, I stopped right outside the aura of both of these guys.
Because you're brilliant.
No, because I'm injured. And I don't want to take 50 damage.
That's going to take us to Ripper Merc, who in fact does have enough cold resistance to not take damage.
Yeah.
So Ripper is going to attack Sakaar, with being Mark and all. 46 versus AC.
46 versus an AC, and that hits Cigar.
Okay.
One of these days it's going to work. Is it just
Sound
a sword
right?
attack?
Yeah, this is a slashing sword attack.
I mean, do you have an aura or anything, Matthew, when they start next to you when you're on fire?
No,
Oh,
but I
okay.
am a roiling mass of flesh and bone, so the odds of
Ooh.
her actually, injuring me aren't good.
82 damage.
Yeah, see, nothing.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
It means something different to everyone.
Hey, Matt, should we try to save at the end of your turn?
We did not try to save at the end of my turn. We tried to save at the beginning of my turn. You want me to try to
Okay,
save
go
at the
ahead
end of my
and
turn?
roll. Yep, you get both because you're a warden. All right.
That'd be a no.
Okay,
that
so since
attack would
Ripper
have
hit
bloodied
you,
me.
Slasher gets a free attack on you.
Okay.
So that'll be a 42 versus AC
That does hit.
for the same amount. Well, the same dice for 88.
Okay. I'm definitely bloodied now.
Okay.
Hang on. Something happens when I'm bloodied.
Oh,
I'm trying
man,
to remember what
you're
it
really
is.
bloodied.
I can't remember where it is. All right.
Did you write out your flow chart?
I did, but I did not mention bloodied because I was thinking, I know that there's a thing that happens when I bloody someone else that I forgot to do a minute ago.
That's
Actually,
okay.
I may not have the thing that kicks in when I'm bloodied anymore because I think that may be related to my old amulet,
Your old
which I don't
build?
have any longer. Yep.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, so that's Ripper's turn. She's just gonna stay there. Actually, there's really nothing constraining her movement at this point. So she's going to shift over here. And then it'll be Slasher's turn.
Okay.
Slasher is going to take an attack on you. On Sakar.
Okay.
47 versus AC.
That does hit.
Okay.
Oh, this could be bad, y'all.
95 damage.
Hello. All right, that's going to kick in my epic tenacity.
Okay, what does that do?
When you drop to 0 hit points or fewer, regain hit points as though you had spent a healing surge and gain a +5 power bonus to defenses till the end of the turn.
Okay.
So it literally knocks the taste out of my mouth. But I'm not dead. And I regain... What was my healing surge value again? My healing surge value is 60 points.
Okay.
So he actually hit me so hard that I'm healthier now than I was when he hit me. That's how hard that man hit me. Jerk.
Yeah. But now the other one gets an attack on you. But I hear you get a +5 to defend against this.
I do, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, let's see. 45 versus AC?
Mother puss bucket! Wait, what's 39 plus 5?
44.
Can you
The
squeeze out
universe-
one more? Actually, no, you need to squeeze out 2 more points to...
I thought I had a thing. Huh.
All right,
Probably
not
not
not a great first showing for epic tenacity, but you know,
Eh,
it can't
it
all be
beats work.
winners. That's going to be 91 more damage.
Okay, this time I'm down.
Yeah, it sucks to have both of these guys next to you.
You live, you learn.
All right, let's flippy dip this guy over. And Slasher is going to shift here.
He also doesn't take any cold damage.
They've got, this guy only deals 10, so they've
Oh.
got a higher cold resistance than that.
Okay.
And that's going to take us to Dallin.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Rob
take
gets a turn.
50 fire.
How about I take 33 fire?
That sounds
That'll
good
work
to me.
Ow. Oh, 1, 2, 3. That'll work. I assume I still have the feat. What lets me attack when I face that?
Yeah, that's Eldrin Sword Mage Advance.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you can't. You find yourself unable to teleport while you are within the Jin's zone.
Ooh.
But
Get wrecked.
It's almost like the GM knew all of our powers.
Or,
And
you
knew
know,
our
these
tactics.
mercenaries were hired by someone who were intimately familiar with our capabilities, which is why they're trying to get the starfish.
Could be.
Alternately, they themselves are a bunch of overpowered butts,
Well,
and
that could
they've
be that could be it too.
had plenty of experience dealing with jerks.
It's true. Teleportation is obnoxious 100% of the
Yeah.
time.
Did you just call us jerk?
These guys have made it to epic level in 4th edition. They know that they have to deal with teleportation. What you got there, Rob?
I don't know.
Can't you just shift one out of the zone and then teleport?
Not particularly.
Not efficiently.
Well, I'm gonna sustain my sustain the cerulean shield.
Yep.
That seems pretty pertinent here.
Yep.
I'm gonna take some cold damage because I'm in that zone, right?
Oh yeah, you take 10.
Can you hear anybody?
Myself.
Yeah, sorry, Sakar. We do not currently have a leader, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah, both
Yeah,
Sakar and
the
Seven Owls
the
have
one person that
Healy
took stuff
abilities.
cross class to heal is you.
Yep.
Yay! It's always good to be the defender and the healer. There's no way that could possibly ever kill us.
I mean, it's usually a good idea.
That's not a bad combo.
I actually do have a bit of a healing ability.
That's
Oh.
good.
You should use it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and shift here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use one of these here melee type powers.
All right.
Probably not the one that lets me teleport. So we'll go with Assassin Shadow
Okay.
on Slasher.
Oh, you don't want
Sounds
to just
good.
easily take out the guy right in front of you? Who's
That's
like...
why I stepped over to him.
Okay.
I deal damage at the start of his turn.
Oh, okay.
You're not granting combat advantage for any reason, right?
No.
You're flanking with the Jinn. See if that gives you anything.
That'll be a 38 versus AC.
38 versus AC on Slasher.
Yeah.
That is not going to hit.
Did you say that hits?
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Oh, stupid ear not working correctly. Do I use a reroll? I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
That seems worth a reroll. It was worth a reroll. 46 versus AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. That'll be 17 damage. Yep, 17 damage. And then I will conjure Shadow Dolan. I guess right there. So Sparkle can get the easy flank.
Here?
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
That's a move, a minor, and a standard. Then I'm a ask a question because this may not work.
Okay.
The way I want it to. Because Sakar is down right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the Hero's Drake leather armor has a daily power that's a free trigger when I spend an action point. I forgo the bonus to all defenses granted by the armor's property, and instead an ally within 5 squares of me uses his or her second wind as a free action.
That sounds right.
Would Sakar be able to do that even though unconscious?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Magical.
Okay.
That seems exactly like the sort of thing that this thing would be designed to do. So,
Cool. I'm gonna spend an action point then.
Okay.
I'm not going to get bonuses to defenses. Instead, I'm going to trigger that, and one ally, Sakar, within 5 squares of me, gets to spend his second wind as a free action.
Boom. So am I up again? Well, I'm conscious. Probably
Yeah.
still in prone.
correct.
Using my second wind gives me a +2 to all my defenses.
Hey.
Till the end of my next turn.
I and Seven Owls Wise will gain concealment.
No one can see me.
And when I spend an action point to take an extra action, I and all adjacent allies gain concealment until the start of my next turn, which means I now have combat advantage on people's because of concealment, and I can use Shadowed Psyche.
What's that?
That's that daily power where I take control of people.
Ooh, who are you going to control?
Well,
I'm a control slasher. I'm an attempt to control slasher.
you don't want to control the wizard or the djinn?
I would like to, but it's a melee touch.
Oh, those darn melee touches.
So I'm
Every
just gonna make-
French speaker in the audience is crying right now. You know that.
I do what I can.
Go ahead and roll that.
That'll be a 43 versus Will.
43 versus will hit.
Yay! At the start of its next turn, the target is dominated by me until the start of its following turn. I cannot cause it to take any action that will obviously harm it. I must be within line of sight of the creature at the start of its turn, or I can't dominate it.
Tell it to lay down on the deck.
Probably going to tell it to smack the djinn.
Oh, that's smart.
I try. And that's extra action. Save versus burning.
Boom.
Hooray!
Burninated.
That's gonna take us to the djinn.
Oh no.
What does this guy even do?
Oh no.
Mix us
the
well with
challenge
tonic.
is summoned creatures, remembering all their stuff.
Let's see. 1, 2. This guy is going to stay where he is and take a just raise his fist and try to smash Dalin.
I don't like that.
He's got reach.
I gathered. I've got concealment.
Okay, so that adds to your AC.
Yep.
Correct. Yep. 39 versus AC.
That will miss. Even with that,
All right.
I gotta do a thing.
Nice.
Okay.
Which thing am I doing? King's Step, right?
Is that a teleport?
It is not.
Oh,
Hey, that's something.
Trigger, an enemy misses me with an attack. In fact, I fly my speed and am insubstantial during the move. After the move, I place my Warlock's Curse on the triggering enemy.
All right.
Let's get the heck on out of there.
All right.
So am I no longer concealed?
Nope, you still got concealment.
Oh, okay. I thought it said I
Uh,
had to be adjacent to you.
No,
Yeah,
you were
basically
adjacent
get
when it
it.
triggered,
Oh,
so you
okay.
still have it.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Just
until-
remember that
Always
you have
next
it
turn?
when something attacks you.
Yeah. That's a +2.
Yeah, until the start of my next turn.
Groovy.
Oh wait, I don't want to fly over here. Oh yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna fly up there.
Yeah.
So what's this wizard aura doing?
I guess we're going to find out because it's top of the round.
Mhm.
Not
We've yet to
quite.
interact with
Oh.
it meaningfully.
You want to get in on this, Brian?
Sure.
Oh, Brian's here this week, everybody.
Hey!
Who's this guy?
All right.
We got a new player.
There is a strange shimmer in the air, and suddenly someone appears.
What?
You want to go ahead and describe?
Sure. I'd say you see a form fairly wrapped in various cloths and canvas. Not much peeking out other than random bits of metal. The face has goggles, dark lenses, and a shock of wild hair up top. And as he basically pops in, it's like, okay, I think we're synchronized here. And you see a little hemispherical metal thing just covered with lenses and legs and other manipulators kind of chirp in agreement. And go ahead and take a turn.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, Randa sees a big swirly djinn, as well as a couple of slashy halflings and a Kenku-style wizard, all kind of bunched up over there around Sakar, who appears to be conscious, but has been knocked over and is still on fire. He also sees Little Sparkle, 7 Owls Wise, and Dalin over there.
I say I'd be more concerned if Sakar wasn't on fire in a fight.
So 7 Owls
Sakar
Wise
is,
knows
in fact,
Randus?
double on fire.
I can't remember.
7 Owls Wise knows Randus by
By
deed and
reputation.
might
Okay.
have met him briefly,
Okay.
but he was on a different ship.
All right. So he's not going to think that this guy is just some weird guy that he now needs to go over and punch.
This guy definitely just pop in out of nowhere. Fortunately, he's gonna get a turn to prove that he's on your side.
Okay.
And well,
So you can decide from there. If he really botches his turn, then yeah, by all means, go over and punch him.
Right.
You're clearly just
Oh.
pretending to be on our side by faking an attack of them and not healing us.
well, I mean, we didn't pummel on Smith the first time he showed up, so
It's a tradition.
yeah. Well, one thing I get to do these days is at the start of my turn, I get to roll a d20
Okay.
and basically bank it. 13. That's a pretty good one.
That's not bad.
No.
It's better than normal.
So,
And what are you going to do with that bank? Just add it on to something later on?
well, not add it on, but I can swap it out.
Oh, okay.
To any D20 roll I make before the start of my next turn.
Cool.
So, next thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and spend a minor action. Actually, basically 2 minor actions. First of all, basically, so a couple of bug-like beings. The figure's going to reach out an arm, and basically the arm's going to kind of unfold in some compartments, and some metallic bug-like things are going to fly out. One towards Sakar, who will get heal back his healing surge value plus 22.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so you also get a +2 bonus on all defenses until the end of my next turn. And,
Is that a power bonus?
That doesn't actually list a type, I believe.
All right.
+2 bonus
To
All
all my
right.
defenses?
to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Did getting
Somebody look
knocked
me up.
down clear my previous defense bonuses?
I don't know. Where did that come from?
Well, I had the +5 from.
because Dahlan gave him that cloak power that gave him a
Yep.
+2 to his defenses.
Dahlan gave me a +2, plus I had the +5 from Epic Tenacity. This may mean a +9 to all my defenses till the end of my next turn.
What about Dahlin's deal? Is that a power bonus?
It's second wind, so whatever second wind grants.
Oh, okay. Somebody look me
Second
up whether
wind-
second wind gives you a power bonus. to
Second wind gives
defenses.
me a +2 bonus to all defenses until the start of my next turn.
All right, so yeah, I would say Sakar right now has a +9 to defenses.
That's beautiful. Somebody should try and hit me now. Wait, no, shut
Uh,
up.
I mean, they kind of have to because they're all marked.
Yeah,
but-
it's kind of your job.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
All right, what else there?
Yeah, I'm
For
going to
a
go
new
ahead
arrival.
and spend a move action for another minor.
Okay.
And basically 2 of the bugs are going to fly out and latch on to Dahlan and 7. And so basically you'll see basically lines form along their skin in straight lines and hard right edges and some dots and circles.
Oh man, I'm a Kirby character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kirby
As-
Sparkle!
They'll both be able to heal. They're healing. Spend a healing surge on this one to heal back their healing surge value plus 66 additional hit points. Yeah, that might be a little bit overkill here.
Not for me though. Question, Rodrigo.
You can go over, yes.
Yeah,
So you can if that heals you to full, it'll heal you to full.
yes, but I'm
Next time you sleep, you'll drop back to
right.
half
But
hit points.
I get my surges back up to 10 after the last time, or am I still at whatever I was at the end of the last time?
your surges come back.
Okay,
It's just
all
your
right.
hit points only. Your hit points reset to bloodied.
Okay.
Would I normally just roll this 66 once for both, or how do you want?
Oh, 6d6.
Yes, 6-sided. Yeah, six-sided dice.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just roll it once.
I say
So healing surge plus 27.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it really sounded like you said
Yeah, yeah.
66.
I was like, yeah, I'll take that. All right, so
Yeah, right?
it didn't matter. I was only down 2 points past my healing surge.
I could really use that. So thank you. I turn to Randus and say,
All
"Welcome
right.
back."
Gives a little wave, and I think Randus will basically reach out his other arm, and as it kind of glows, and kind of see outline form around the wizard merc, as it then kind of focuses in on a particular point where that wizard seems most vulnerable. Well, actually, that has to be within 5.
Also, if it's a ranged attack, that guy, the wizard merc lady, has a hella cover.
It's not an attack,
Oh, okay.
But it's outside of range.
it's just an effect.
Hit.
I will do it on the Jin then.
Okay.
So, similar effect. And so basically, me or one ally who hits the target with an attack can choose to make the attack a critical hit.
Slasher Merc.
That effect lasts until the end of my next turn or until someone hits it or uses it. And I'm kind of wondering if I want to just try taking advantage of it myself.
Why not?
Well,
Why not?
If you're looking at damage dice,
if
someone
you're
else
gonna
is
action
good.
point, I would
probably
say
has the largest here.
I will hold it
Yeah,
then.
if you were thinking of action pointing, I'd say the better call would be to kill the axe merc, but otherwise I'll just take my action to do that.
Okay.
I say don't worry about the axe
terribly
merc.
again. Oh, why? Is he going to die on his action?
He should die at this unless they've got resistance to fire, which I guess we could roll for, Randus.
Yeah, you guys could roll for things.
So Brian, figure out if they have resistance to fire, because if they don't, the axe merc is dead.
Well, that would kind of take an action, wouldn't it?
Yep, it's a minor action.
Oh.
So, no, sorry, I used my action to heal people up.
Probably better.
Yeah, so.
What else?
That's good. I'm not going to spend the action point at this time.
All right, that's going to take us to the top of that very first, or the end of the first round, top of the second round.
Wow. That's a round of combat, friends.
Yeah.
It was a pretty brutal round of combat.
Yeah, I'd say
that's a lot
it
of damage
pretty,
that went into Sakar.
Pretty rough on both sides, yeah. So that's going to take us to Wizard Merc, who probably can really only do one thing right now. So she's just going to...
she's going to take 17 fire damage
on it. Huh?
She's going to take 17 fire damage for starting adjacent to me.
And you saved against fire, right, Rob?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Show off.
she's going to... Yeah, she can't really go anywhere either. Let me see what type of action this is. It doesn't matter. She's just going to kind of make a closed fist gesture, and Sakar is going to take 50 fire damage.
But no, he's not.
But
He's
yes,
only
he
gonna-
is, because you're in the aura, so the aura negates fire resistance.
No, I take it all. I'm going to yell at you.
Yep.
You're mean and bad, and you're bad and mean, and I'm bloodied again, and I hate being bloodied.
Well, tell your aura removal guy to remove some auras. Anyway, that's that turn. No Sparkle.
I mean, I would have if I could have teleported.
Well,
But,
then you're probably
you know.
right about the axe merc, considering that the whiz merc took the fire damage. So I will, she'll turn around and be like, Randus? And look like she's gonna run over to him, and then instead realize what's still going on and move up to Slasher Merc and stab him in the back.
That is Rob's controlled character.
He's mind controlled? I forgot.
Yeah,
about
he's
that.
mind
dominated.
controlled. See if you can flank on the Jinn, right?
Yeah,
With
I just
my
don't.
shadowed-
I hate. It seems. I don't know. I don't like attacking summoned creatures. I'd rather just kill the wizard.
And see if it...
Oh, I see.
Bounce off.
Yeah, so here's the thing. The axe guy has just a few hit points left, but that's who my Oath of Enmity is on. I can throw my Oath of Enmity on to the Jinn as soon as
But
that
the
guy
axe
is
merc is
taken.
almost assuredly going to die on his initiative when he takes the
Okay.
damage from being near Dahlin.
Okay, all right.
So that's why I'm not wasting my action on that.
You could go up and tack. You could go up and tack the
Yeah,
other
I'll go
guy.
attack
Slasher.
Ripper.
Oh, no. Rip.
Yeah, Ripper.
Yeah, Slasher Merc is mind controlled, so I don't want to attack him.
Right. That's why. Okay.
So, I won't have flanking, but I'll do. Yeah, that should still work. I will run up to here and kick Ripper Merc to the ground
All right.
with a leaping dagger kick.
Okay.
I can't
So
charge to there, right?
No, you would have to use
that's what I thought.
basic attack.
Okay, yeah. Well, a leaping dagger kick can be used in place of a charge. I just wasn't sure if that was a straight enough line that I could do that.
No, you can charge.
Okay, sweet. Then I will charge with leaping dagger kick and kick him to the ground. So let me make my attack. So he is immediately knocked prone. That's just an effect that happens. And then I've got a 48 to hit.
I'm
Versus
pretty sure
ref.
that'll hit.
All right, take 40 damage.
Okay.
And if he's still alive, he is then dazed until the end of my next turn.
No, that'll do it.
And I charge, so that ends my turn.
Okay. That's going to take us to Axemerk.
17 fire damage.
All right. That will drop him.
Yeah.
So he is going to take an attack. I guess it doesn't matter that Sakar still has him marked because he's going to die anyway. Who's the best
Sure.
target?
Die.
Oh, speaking of marked, the Jinn should have my curse on it.
Curse? Oh,
yeah,
that's
from
right.
the king's, from me flying away.
Man, Sakar's down, and this could essentially deny him his turn. So that just seems like the best possible option. But he botched it.
Oh!
Aw.
He fell on his own sword.
Well, axe.
Axe. Well,
Fell on my
Axemerk never
sword.
got to do anything
It sucks to be an Axemerk.
for us. Well, and it is Sakar's turn. Would you like to
Okay.
try and save against fire damage?
I'm going to go with yeah.
Okay.
That would be great, so I don't take it.
All right, you save.
I don't take any fire damage. All right. What's getting up? Is that a minor?
That's a move.
That is a move.
Move. All right. So my move action is getting up. All right. So I'm up. I'm on fire. I'm highly pissed. There's a wizard right there.
Mhm.
I can't move, but then I don't want to because I want to hack that wizard in two. But what do I want to hack her in two?
Something
with?
super powerful. Something that's gonna.
Oh.
Something you could damage like 40 plus hit points.
Done. Warding smash. Okay, so I'm warding smashing. Doodly doodly doo. Hang on, I need to check one thing on my magical mystery scimitar. Yes. Okay. So first I make the attack with the magical mystery scimitar. 44 versus AC.
That does hit. Yep.
Okay, good, because that's going to trigger the power of my scimitar. Use this power when you make a successful free action. The attack deals an extra 3d8 necrotic damage, and I regain an equal amount of hit points.
Okay. Let's roll that separate.
All right. So let me first roll the damage on the warding. Math is hard. Also, she is knocked prone. 29 damage.
All right.
And then the additional scimitar damage is 17.
Okay. So you regain 17 hit points.
I regain 17 hit points, and she totally loses them.
Well, that's going to take her out as well.
Excellent. I am no longer bloodied. Jesus.
All right.
How do I manage to be bloodied and unbloodied 4 times in a round and a half? All right, so that's a move. That's standard.
By tanking a bunch of damage.
That's true. It is kind of my shtick. What's that minor action that I have? I don't have that anymore, do I? I no longer have the third wind. And second wind is a standard action. What the hell? I'm going to trigger my lifeblood power. I killed an enemy, so I suddenly gained +2 power bonus to speed, dark vision, and a bunch of other powers. And combat advantage against enemies who take ongoing damage. Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
All that stuff happens. I think that's everything. None of my minor actions really would be of any use here. That action was technically... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I'm going to use Iron Resurgence, and I'm going to lose a healing surge, and then I'm going to spend 2 healing surges
All
to
right.
bring me back to power. All right, so Sakar is now almost healthy, and that is the end of my
Nice.
turn.
That is going to take us to 7 Owls Wise.
So nothing appears to have happened to that Jinn once the wizard went bye-bye.
7 Owls Wise looks at Sakar, just slash the wizard, and she falls over. Then looks over at the Jinn, who his eyes stop being sort of glazed, and then go to like just being really, really angry.
I shout, "You're free of that evil wizard's hold on you. We have saved you." Anything?
We'll see 3 turns from now.
All right. Well, so Oath of Enmity on the Djinn.
Okay.
I'm going to run up
You're
next.
free. We won't hurt you. Curse, curse, curse.
I'm gonna.
You can get around to here and flank.
All right.
With
Shadow
Shadow Dolan.
Shadow Dolan. Okay. I'll move down here to flank with Shadow Dolan. And then you said I get an automatic nat 20 on this?
If you hit.
Oh, if I hit. Okay.
Yeah, it's not an automatic nat 20. It's an automatic crit.
All right.
Slightly different.
Yeah. So I'm going to then hit him
Rob is correct.
with Bonded by Blood.
What is the wording on Oath of Enmity? I know that there's some wackiness about who's adjacent to what. Like you just have to be the
when
only
you make
person.
when you make a melee attack against the target and the target is the only enemy adjacent to me, which he is.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
You make 2 attack rolls and use either result.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that's the first thing. So I will do that, and it is going to be. And then since I used an action point last time, I get a +3 bonus to my attacks.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then concealment doesn't give me anything else, Rob, right? No bonuses?
Nope,
No,
not unless your
not to
stuff
attack.
says so.
All right, but I do get a +2 because I'm flanking with Shadow Dolan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. 38 versus...
38 versus AC?
No, Fortitude.
Or versus what?
Fortitude.
Oh, Fortitude. Nope. He's got a good one. That's not going to hit.
Boo. All right. Half damage on a miss.
Okay.
25 damage. Trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing here.
Should you get a second
I do. I get a
action
second.
to
I do
turn
get a
after
second
you
action.
spend an action
Yep,
point?
I do get a second action. So now I will hit him with. Let's see. I'm going to hit him with my Strike of Perfect Clarity.
We come in
Okay.
peace, shoot to kill.
All of my other steadfast. So I'm just looking at the card for Strike of Perfect Clarity, Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like all of my other attacks, when I strike with my key, gives me +29 to the attack. But the Strike of Perfect Clarity says +25 to the attack.
1 second. I'm guessing it's because it's not actually it's a weapon attack instead of a implement attack.
Okay. Yeah.
So I believe that's correct. Let me just
Okay.
double check real quick.
Do I still get the +3 on the attack from the action surge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have you down here as getting a. Yeah. It's actually the opposite. This is only a. Everything else that you use as a weapon attack,
Right,
so
right.
it
This is-
factors in your
okay.
expertise for unarmed attacks.
Okay.
This is just an implement attack, so it's
Okay.
lower.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, it's a +25.
All right. 37 versus Will. Probably not.
Will. No, that's
Nope.
not going to hit either.
All right. Miss. Repeat the attack against the same target or a different one. Do not repeat the attack again if it misses. So.
Okay.
43 versus Will.
43 versus will hit.
All right.
Do you wish to make it a crit?
I wish to make it a crit.
Okay.
So this is 32 plus 18 is 50 damage.
Okay. Well, that's going to bloody it.
All right.
Don't have any extra damage dice on a crit
No.
because you're unarmed, right?
Right, because I'm of the unarmed. Yep. And also that extra weapon damage was only in the first round of combat.
Still pretty good.
Yep. And then I am done. Now, keep in mind, Slasher Merc, if you attack my Oath of Enmity, there are certain things that can happen. But I'm done with my turn.
Huh?
I have Divine Guidance. When an enemy or an ally within 10 squares of you makes an attack roll against your Oath of Enmity target, the target makes a second attack roll and uses either result.
Oh, okay.
All right. It is Slasher Merc's turn.
He is dominated.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow puppet strings. Woo. He's going to turn around and attack a Jin.
I will trigger my divine guidance.
All right. So he gets to roll 2d20s.
2d20 and keep one.
Does a 46 hit?
46 versus AC does hit.
Nice.
Yay. How much damage am I rolling?
You are rolling 16d8.
Cold damage.
16?
Dang.
Yeah. That's what I've been rolling so far.
Jumping.
What do you think the
Plus
car went
anything?
down so hard?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it plus
You did
anything?
hit me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 16d8 plus 17.
Ow. Woo-hoo.
That'll be 78 damage.
That is one dead Jin.
That is, in fact, one dead Jin.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're free. You're free.
I mean, I gave him the choice. He just got angry.
We have emancipated you. Who's in the zone?
Me.
Boy.
Everybody
no.
but everybody but
Slash
Randus and
Everybody's in the
Sparkle.
zone.
Yeah.
I'm not in the
Sparkle's
zone.
not.
Shadow Doll.
I'm just
Sparkle and
outside it,
Randus
and so is Randus.
Yeah.
Randus is also
Okay.
not in it.
Let me make an attack against everybody in the zone real quick.
Baboon.
You blew him up.
You
What
maniacs.
kind of attack?
It is a close burst 2. 54
Wow.
versus fortitude.
Yeah. Reasonably certain that's going to hit
Oh yeah,
everybody.
that hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he
What
rolls
if
a
I
19 on
told
the
you it
die,
didn't?
I'd call you
So
out.
you've got enough random bonuses that it might not.
No, because
Oh, but I got a concealed.
They were to the end of my last turn.
Oh.
Well, not
Had
plus
they
2
been
from
in
me.
play, that would not have hit me.
So wait, I got a +2 for concealment, and what'd you say, Randus? Do I get a +2 from you?
No, just the
Concealment
car.
does not apply to
Oh.
this because it's burst.
Oh, a burst effect. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I've only got a 33 for my fortitude. So.
Let me find the damage. So it's
Alright.
Let's
4, 7,
40
57.3.
4,075 damage. 0.3.
it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's a magical beam.
Take
Oh,
89
man.
cold damage.
Ooh.
Does my resistance help?
Yes. If you have resistance to cold right now, that would help.
I am bloodied. Oh, but
Me
he's
too.
dead, so I can't use my bloody triggering action.
I always have resistance to cold.
Smack him further.
That's my secret cap.
That's a not that
Oh.
cool a secret.
I could, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and on that, Rodrigo, I'm going to trigger my diamond body power. You
That's
gain
an
resistance.
immediate.
Trigger. You are hit by an attack.
Okay. Yep.
You gain 20. Resist 20 to all damage against the triggering attack.
Okay.
Not that it'll probably matter, but I'd rather not be. Well, I'm still bloodied, so.
Was that a psychic attack?
It was not a psychic attack.
That's fun to do.
Can Shadow Dolan take damage?
I don't think so. Dimensional slide. No. Conjuration can appear in any square adjacent to the target. This creature can be used to set up flanky positions, can make opportunity attacks. But it can take no other action. The manifestation disappears at the end of your next turn.
Yeah, it's,
unless there's something extra on
construct.
conjuration.
Yeah, it's not a summon, it's a construct, so it can't be attacked and stuff. All right, so the Jin is stabbed, and essentially the eternal icy winds of the northern steppes are released onto the regent, which just, makes everybody very cold and possibly take a lot of damage. This also is going to take out the slasher because it's cold resistance, but not that much cold resistance.
Nice.
All right. Well, yay us. Let's end the episode
Hooray.
there. And we will take a break this week while we all greet Randus in a way. You can come back and then we'll greet him publicly. So that'll be next time.
But critical hit.
If you would, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/major spoilers. You're wondering what some of these new powers are. You wonder what Randus looks like at level 26? Then what you need to do is become a $5 a month patron. You get access to bonus episodes, bonus content, GM Roundtable stuff when we hit that goal, plus all the character sheets that you get when you become a patron at the $5 or higher level. You can find out more by going to patreon.com/majorspoilers. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.